Hey everyone, how's it going? Today we're going to be going over and showing you how to install the E-Trailer trailer hitch receiver here on a 2019 Ford Flex. So please note this hitch is actually designed for models with the dual exhaust, meaning we have a tailpipe on this side and a tailpipe on this side. If you just have a model with a single exhaust, this hitch isn't going to work, but we do have other options. So this is what our trailer hitch is going to look like installed on our vehicle here. Now it does have a mostly hidden design. We can sort of see the cross tube behind here, but it is tucked back there pretty far. The receiver tube is probably flush with the end of the bumper in regards to the end there, and it does have a nice matte black powder coated finish, which is going to help it blend in well. It's also going to protect our hitch from rust and corrosion and hide nicks and scratches. So adding a trailer hitch to your Flex, it's going to be an excellent idea because it's going to make your vehicle that much more versatile. Now we can obviously use a trailer hitch for towing, but let's say we wanted to hit the trails or just simply free up some space inside the vehicle for us and the family on those long road trips. We could easily attach either a hitch-mounted bike rack or hitch-mounted cargo carrier. Now in regards to towing, we're going to have a 4,000 pound gross trailer weight rating. That's the amount we can pull outward on the receiver tube. We're also going to have a 400 pound tongue weight rating, which is a downward force on the receiver tube. Now keep in mind these capacities are for the hitch only, which is tested separately of the vehicle. Therefore, you do need to verify your vehicle's towing capacity in your owner's manual and abide by the lower of the two rated components. So now our receiver tube size is going to be an industry standard 2" by 2". This is the most widely compatible with all those hitch mounted accessories from bike racks to cargo carriers and ball mounts. So you're going to have plenty of options to choose from. Now on the side of a receiver tube, we're going to have our industry standard 5/8" diameter hitch pin hole. Now keep in mind your hitch pin and clip does not actually come with a trailer hitch, and the reason for that is a lot of your aftermarket accessories like bike racks and cargo carriers are actually going to come with their own. So you shouldn't need to worry about buying this, but if you do need one, we have plenty of options. And then welded to the bottom of the receiver tube, we have our safety chain loops. Those work great with both the Clevis style as well as the S-type hooks. So just a couple measurements for you guys here. The first one is the distance from the ground to the top inside edge of the receiver tube bumping. You're looking at about 13 3/4 inches. That's going to be useful when you're selecting a ball mount. That way you can make sure you get the correct rise and drop to tow your trailer level. And then we have the distance from the center of the hitch pin hole to the outside edge of the bumper. And for this one, you're looking at about 2.5 inches, so you'll need to keep that in mind when you're selecting your folding accessories. That way you can make sure that while they're in the folded up and stowed position, they don't hit the vehicle. Now in regards to installation, this one is very, very simple to install. There's no modifying to the vehicle whatsoever. We just simply drop the exhaust down, remove a couple brackets, and then pop the hitch in place. This is definitely something you can do by yourself at home in just about an hour or so. You don't need any complex tools, any specialized tools. You will need a torque wrench, but if you don't have that, you can actually rent it for free from most local auto parts stores. But with that being said, let's go ahead and tackle this together now. Now the first step of our installation today, we want to take some sort of device so we can support our exhaust, because we do have to lower it from the vehicle. So if you guys are working on the ground, just use a jack stand or a couple blocks of wood, or if you're working in the air like us, we like to use a little cam buckle strap. So I'm just going to attach it to 2 points on the frame here and pull it tight to the bottom of the exhaust. So now we're going to take some sort of spray lubricant here, and we're going to be spraying down our metal hangers where they insert into the rubber isolators. We're going to have one on each muffler here, and then one back here in the center as well. Now in order to remove the hangers from the isolators, usually the best idea is just to take a large pry bar and just wedge it between two metal points there just to slip that boot off. So we've got that one out. We need to do this on our other 3 hangers as well. Next, on either side of the vehicle, we're going to have our exhaust hanger brackets that we need to remove from the frame. So we're going to take an 18mm socket and remove these 2 bolts here. And once that last bolt comes out, the hanger should just drop away. So next, with an extra set of hands, we're going to go ahead and lift our hitch into position. The exhaust bracket that we removed is actually going to be sandwiched on the underside of the frame, and then we're going to be securing it with our provided hardware. So let's go ahead and lift that into position now, up and over the exhaust, and secure it to the bottom of the frame. So now that we have all of our hardware in position, we're going to come back with a 19mm socket and snug everything down. So now with all of our hardware snug, we're going to come back with our torque wrench here and torque it down to spec. So now that we've got everything torqued down, all that's left to do is just raise our exhaust back up into position here, and it does help to respray all the isolators. So we've got the exhaust back up now. That's going to do it today for our look and installation of the E-Trailer trailer hitch receiver here on a 2019 Ford Flex.